Let's do some drywall.
We're talking about spray knockdown. Notice this spray knockdown, I'm using a 6-inch drywall knife. There's a lot of other knives out there, specialty knockdown knives. Some guys use 12-inch knives, 14-inch knives, 20-inch knives. The reason I'm using a 6-inch knife is you have more control with a 6-inch knife, plus it's straight. The problem with most bigger knives is that they're not straight. They have a curvature to them. If you have a curvature in your knife, when you go to knock down, you're going to have high and low knockdown points, and it's not going to look good. So let's use a 6-inch knife on these smaller projects. You just want to keep the knife nice and clean. You use the straight part of the knife. But hey, let's watch how to spray this room. Basically, I'm just using joint compound, thinned down, as they'd say, a heavy pancake batter. It's a dark room, so I do have a light. I'm using my ladder just to pour the mud in the bucket since I'm working by myself. Basically, I'm using the hopper. I'm starting in my angles. I like to spray my angles out heavy, and I like to cross it off. Horizontal, horizontal, keep it nice even. Horizontal, horizontal. And then I'm going to come back with it and hit the bottoms. I'm going to bring it up. Bottoms meet halfway, and then I'm going to cross it off. Go vertical, vertical. Basically to fill in any light areas. Nice, consistent pattern. This is basically a splatter texture that I'm doing. If I finished texturing this and left it, it'd be a perfect splatter job. But it is a knockdown, so we'll have to turn around and knock down our splatter. But notice I'm spraying it nice and heavy around the trim, base area, and the angles. Everything I spray, I'm going to cross it off the opposite direction to do fill-in. Nice consistent pattern, nice even, same pattern. You don't want to just spray here, spray there. You want to keep a nice consistent pattern. Basically act like you're doing spray painting. How would you spray paint a wall? That's the same as texturing. Nice consistent pattern, nice layout. Go in the angles, go around your trim, baseboard areas, make sure everything's filled in. Basically cross it off the opposite direction. Always take your patchwork. If you're blending in existing texture, take it out past a foot or so it blends in nicely. Around all the trim, spray it off. Needs to get some light in here. Use lights or take down the plastic around the window. Basically watch how I'm knocking it down. I'm using that 6-inch knife. Starting at the bottom, I'm not pressing down hard. I'm just letting the knife glide over it. I'm keeping a sponge with me, so I'm taking off excess mud on the knife. Take it off, so it just basically is gliding over the walls. If you don't keep a clean knife, then you're going to get chatters and pull scratches. That's why I keep a sponge with me, so I don't pull scratches. Just knock it down lightly. The knife is just gliding over. I'm not pushing down with the knife. It's just gliding over, doing a light knockdown. Knockdown, knockdown. Start at your angles. Start at your baseboard, bring it down. Tight little areas, you'll just have to work around it. Just knock it down lightly. We're not pushing down hard. As you can see right here, I'm just lightly knocked down. Lightly knocked down. Notice you're doing the 6-inch knife, you'll keep a better knockdown pattern. Of course, if you're doing bigger jobs, whole rooms or whole houses, you want to use bigger knives. But these smaller jobs, when it's under a sheet or two, patchwork, small walls like this, just use a 6-inch knife. If you do use bigger knives, make sure the knives don't have a curvature to them and they're nice and straight and clean. That's why I use my 6-inch knife. Most drywallers always have a 6-inch knife. It's our go-to knife because it's used for everything. It's basically working my way over, pulling it up from the baseboard up, pulling it up, starting my angles, pull it up, go from the angle out, angle out, angle out. Just lightly knock down, lightly knock down. Nothing to it. You just want to take your time. You're not pushing down hard. Some textures are really knocked down hard, but you have to kind of match what you have there, and most textures are just lightly knocked down. So this basically tips on how to do a texture with the spray knockdown. Or you just let this sit overnight for at least 24 hours, and you turn around and sand it with 150 to 200 grit sandpaper, then primer, then paint. Basic knockdown techniques using a 6-inch knife.